Jonah Part 1. Jonah flees the presence of the Lord. Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and call out against it, for their evil has come up before me. But Jonah rose to flee to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. He went down to Joppa and found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare and went on board to go with them to Tarshish, away from the presence of the Lord. But the Lord hurled a great wind upon the sea. They hurled the cargo, but Jonah had gone down into the inner part, was fast asleep. The captain came and said to him, What do you mean, you sleeper? Arise, call to your God. Perhaps the God will give a thought to us, that we may not perish. Jonah is thrown into the sea. So they cast lots, and the lot fell on Jonah. Where did he come from? Your country, of what people? I am a Hebrew. I fear the Lord. For the men knew that he was fleeing from the presence of the Lord, because he had told them. He said to them, Pick me up and hurl me into the sea, then the sea will quiet down for you. Nevertheless, the men rowed hard to get back to dry land, but they could not, for the sea grew more and more tempestuous against them. They called out, O Lord, have done as it pleased you. So they picked up Jonah and hurled him into the sea. The sea ceased from its raging. Then the men feared the Lord exceedingly, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord and made vows. A great fish swallows Jonah. And the Lord appointed a great fish to swallow up Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. Jonah's prayer. Then Jonah prayed to the Lord his God from the belly of the fish, saying, And the Lord spoke to the fish, and it vomited Jonah up onto dry land. Jonah goes to Nineveh. Then the word of the Lord came to Jonah the second time, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh. And he called out, Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown. And the people of Nineveh believed God. They called for a fast and put on sackcloth, from the greatest of them to the least of them. The people of Nineveh repent. King of Nineveh issued a proclamation. But let man and beast be covered with sackcloth, and let them call out mightily to God. Let everyone turn from his evil way and from the violence that is in his hands. Who knows, God may turn and relent and turn from his fierce anger, so that we may not perish. When God saw that they did, how they turned from their evil way, God relented of the disaster that he had said he would do to them, and he did not do it. Jonah's anger and the Lord's compassion. But it displeased Jonah exceedingly, and he was angry. O Lord, is not this what I said when I was yet in my country? This is why I made haste to flee to Tarshish. For I knew that you are a gracious God and merciful, to slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love and relenting from disaster. Therefore now, O Lord, please take my life from me, for it is better for me to die than to live. And the Lord said, Do you do well to be angry? Jonah went out of the city, made a booth, sat in the shade till he should see what would become of the city. Now the Lord appointed a plant and made it come up over Jonah to save him from his discomfort. Next day, God appointed a worm that attacked that plant so that it withered. God appointed a scorching east wind, and he asked that he might die, for it is better for me to die than to live. But God said to Jonah, Do you do well to be angry for the plant? And he said, Yes, I do well to be angry enough to die. And the Lord said, You pity the plant for which you did not labor, nor did you make it grow, which came into being in a night and perished in a night. And should not I pity Nineveh, that great city in which there are more than 120,000 persons who do not know their right hand from their left, and also much cattle?